Long before television crews arrived at the village, people had already begun disappearing. At first, nobody connected the events together. A missing relative here, a sudden disappearance there. Excuses formed naturally around each case. One person had supposedly moved away. Another was said to be working in another city. A third had left after a family argument and never returned. But over time, the explanations became impossible to believe. The records were inconsistent, the timelines contradicted each other, and every answer surrounding the family seemed wrapped in fog. Inside the local police archive, decades-old documents sat buried beneath layers of dust and neglect. Yellowed reports described arguments, disappearances, domestic violence allegations, and anonymous complaints submitted by terrified neighbors who later refused to testify. One officer who had worked the early investigations agreed to meet us only under the condition that his face remain hidden from the camera. Even now, years later, fear still lingered in his voice. "You have to understand," he said quietly. "This wasn't a normal family environment." People around them became afraid to ask questions. According to him, investigators often encountered conflicting statements from different family members. One would claim a missing relative had traveled away voluntarily. Another insisted the person was still alive somewhere. Others simply refused to speak at all. But the deeper authorities looked, the stranger the situation became. Certain names kept resurfacing. Certain dates repeated themselves. And always, somehow, every path led back to the same house. A house where silence ruled more effectively than violence. Villagers described hearing screams during the night. Others reported seeing family members wandering the roads at strange hours, pale and disoriented, as though sleepwalking through nightmares they could not escape. One woman claimed she once saw a child standing motionless near the gate at midnight. "When I tried speaking to him," she said, "he looked terrified, like he wasn't allowed to answer." Then came the rumors. Bodies hidden. Secrets buried. People erased from existence. And beneath every rumor existed the same unbearable question. How many people had vanished before anyone realized something was horribly wrong?